All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first one we're going to talk about where I have found a Tesla Model Y with a $1,000 discount. If you are a follower of the channel, you'll know exactly where I am about to go. But the question is here is like, why is Tesla discounting the Tesla Model Y? It really seems like there really should be no reason to, especially almost $1,000 off with all this demand that is actually going out there. So we're going to take a look at it, of course, with a variety of topics, including Tesla could potentially reduce costs by 50%, massive price cuts coming to a Tesla vehicle coming very soon. And of course, the brand new color that everybody has been raving about today because it's a hot color, that's for sure. So we're going to get into a variety of topics, but before we do that, let's roll that intro real quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best financing rate and a bunch of other things. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel. And shout out to my latest Patreon members. We've got... drum roll, Maddie, Steve, Christopher, and Mosin. Thank you for joining the Patreon. Thank you for supporting. If you want to get the latest financing rates, the best rates out there that are all better than Tesla financing, definitely check out the Patreon link down below in the description. All right, so let us just jump into this. So Tesla Model Y, very relatively expensive car. It used to be a lot more expensive until Tesla dropped the price of it $13,000 in January, and then they're slowly raising the price, but they haven't raised it past they haven't raised the price for at least a couple weeks now. And so that's kind of weird, right? Because we've got this pending $7,500 federal tax credit that could end at any moment, right? We just have no idea on that. But going to our, favorite site that tracks inventory levels, MatchJung.net. Right now, inventory seems to be kind of stable. It's not really loading up a bunch, but it's also not selling a lot either. And this is the most amount of Model Ys we've seen for a bit, at least most recently. 70 brand new Model Ys across the country posted on the website. And there seems to be, what's really interesting here is there seems to be a good amount of long-range drives as well. But what you all pointed out yesterday was that a lot of these yesterday, of course, were 7-seater, but today there's a good amount of Model Y 5 seats available across the board. In Indiana, California, yep, right here, but it's a 7-seat, so you got to be careful with that. That is for sure. But here it is. This is the one where I'm talking about. That's in the thumbnail. That's in the title. A $1,000 discount. Okay, technically $950. I know. A $950 discount on a Tesla Model Y, a brand new one, 2023 Tesla Model Y Performance with 577 miles on it. And of course, Blue Ash, Ohio. Red, not the new red. We'll talk about that, but not the new one. But right here, if you need a car right now, if you need one ASAP, I mean, the Tesla Model Y Performance has really never been the cheap that it ever really has been right now. So it's a pretty good price, I would say. I mean, technically it was $2,000 less just a few weeks ago, but I really do not think Tesla's going to lower the price anymore unless this $7,500 federal tax credit disappears. And unfortunately, there really has not been an update. I mean, all we can really lean on or hold on to is that it's going to be by the end of this month, end of the quarter. So it's going to be a very interesting time, because if that would be very unfortunate. Let's say week 3, week 4, the IRS and Treasury comes out and release more information on the $7,500 federal tax credit, then that could be unfortunate, because that will certainly put a hamper in Tesla sales. I know there's a huge amount of you out there that will probably cancel your order, because if you don't get the full 7,500 or even the 3,750, it's going to change your perspective on it. That's for sure. And if it completely goes away for the Model 3, then I know a lot of people are not going to take delivery as well. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can make it through the end of this quarter and the IRS and Treasury won't give any sort of guideline. Most likely, this is the agreement that Elon and the government may have came to an agreement upon and not releasing any sort of updated info, but hopefully that holds true to the end of this month. At least as a Tesla shareholder, that's what I want. But 70 brand new Tesla models available, Model Ys available for sale. Let's see if this one is actually still available. And yep, there it is, still available. I mean, it kind of makes sense because red is it's definitely a special color, and you got to be willing to pay that $2,000 price increase for red, and it is still available for sale. Jumping to the Model 3 side very, very quickly, there's a ton of discounted vehicles still kind of living on the website here. You can see 1,300, 1,200, 1,100. If you're in the market for a Model 3 standard range, there could be a one here, but I would say maybe even wait. And then taking, of course, a look at Model S and X, that inventory has certainly skyrocketed. There is a good amount on both sides, and they're still all pretty much discounted as well. So let me know your thoughts on this. What are you thinking? Did your estimated delivery date get pushed up, or did it get pushed back? Are you in a March or April? I know it's a very, very fluid situation. What I can tell you is it is the end of the month, end of the quarter. So Tesla starts to get antsy. There's EDD hacks. There's option credit, where we just talked about yesterday. If you're on the sidelines and if you haven't purchased a Tesla yet, or you even haven't ordered one yet, my recommendation: go to a store, go to your local Tesla store, see if you can talk to someone. See if you can make a deal with them, because Tesla advisors do have hidden tricks in their back pocket, some of them at least, maybe even some store managers. If there's a cancellation, if there's a backout, they might be able to put you into a vehicle or on a vehicle, assign you a vehicle with like maybe free paint, free wheels, anything like that. Maybe not for the Model Y, but certainly for other vehicles, Model 3, S, and X. There's deals to be had, that's for sure. But we're going to jump into our next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link where you can support the channel. And there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me, where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, even financing a Tesla. And after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources that I use to get the best possible deal at the best financing rate, including credit unions on that list that all have rates better than Tesla financing, better than this 5.59%. This is probably going to go up very soon, that Tesla financing has on their website. So you can beat it. It's very easy. And so if you want to check it out, Patreon link down below in the description if you want to join and also support. But right now, Tesla Model Y, this is just the beginning, everyone. Like, we are only March 9th right now. There's still 3 more weeks into the month. So there will certainly start to be more deals, more demo vehicles, more discounts, especially on the Model 3, S, and X. Model Y, maybe not so much, but there's going to be a flood of vehicles, especially if you live near a factory. You might be able to get one ASAP at the end of this quarter if you're holding on for dear, for luck. But you don't know. I mean, who knows what could happen? I really feel like if Tesla loses half of this federal tax credit, half of the $7,500 down to $3,750, I could easily see them just kind of just giving that same amount to someone, to the customer, and just reducing it off of this price. So, it's coming soon. I can see it happening. So, don't be worried so much. Don't instantly cancel. Don't instantly hit that cancel button if the federal tax rate comes out and we lose the $7,500, because, give it a few weeks and Tesla will probably adjust the price. All right, water break.